Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about extruding in Blender. Extruding is basically adding new geometry, pulling things out, pushing things in. It's a very easy way of building up detail on our model. If you're coming from other programs like SketchUp, it may not be called extrude. In SketchUp it's called the push-pull tool, but extrude is the more it's the more typical word that you will hear. There's also one particular thing I want to address in Blender. It's an issue that I find originates with extruding all the time, and it's really important to fix to just improve the quality of your mesh and prevent any issues when it comes to texturing and rendering. So we'll get onto that in a little later on. First of all, how do we extrude? Well, it requires editing our shape. So we're going to jump to the top left where it says Object Mode and go down to Edit Mode. Now you can extrude anything in Blender. It doesn't matter whether you're in Vertex, Edge, or Face Select. So if I click on this vertice for the cube and I hit E to extrude, you can see it drags out a new vertice. If I go to Edge Select, it does the same thing, E to extrude, and there's my edge. But typically we're using this with Face Select so that we create a nice 3D shape. So if I click on this face now, I can press E to extrude. Of course, I can combine that with my transformation tools. So G to grab, let's grab it on the Z, S to scale, R to rotate. There we go. We can combine it with our other tools. We've used the loop cut tool already, so maybe let's go to the inset face tool. I'm going to click on this face here. Click on Inset Face and I get this little yellow icon that I can click and drag to create almost like a little frame. And when I go back to my Select tool, I can then press E to extrude and let's maybe drag it in like so. So extrude can mean bring out or take in. And again, S to scale, R to rotate, whatever you like. Now the problem that I mentioned in Blender is that a lot of people, when something goes wrong or they don't want to do something, will hit escape to cancel what they're doing. For example, if I click on this face here and I accidentally press G to grab, and I go, oh no, I don't want to do that, no, I meant S to scale, I could just hit escape and everything goes back to normal. With extrude, that won't work. If I press E to extrude and I drag it out like so, and I go, oh no, didn't want to do that, I hit E to escape and it cancels it and it looks like everything's gone back to normal. But if I press G to grab, you can see that that face, the extra face that we extruded, is still there. And this causes big problems with 3D printing, with texturing and so on. What you need to do is press Ctrl Z after escape to get rid of that extra face you've just made. So again, E to extrude. If you don't want to do that, hit escape and then Ctrl Z to get rid of the face. You won't see any difference, but when it comes to texturing and what have you, it will make a big, big difference. So there we have it, a very quick guide to extruding in Blender. What you then want to do is go into your scene properties, which is this little icon here with the cone and the little circle next to it. And you'll see we've got an option that says units. We're going to click on that. And we change these according to how we want to work. It's as simple as that. So whether you're working in metric or imperial, if I wanted to change my length to millimeters, I'm going to click on meters, change it to millimeters, and you can see now all my values have changed. And when I press G to grab, the value in the top left-hand corner of the screen has also changed to millimeters. So really quick and easy to change those. And despite popular belief, it is actually really simple to work in specific measurements and create something architecturally accurate in Blender if you follow those steps. So there we go. There's a quick guide to the transformation tools and specific transformations in Blender.